Welcome to Shooting It Straight with Stan. I'm your host, Stan, the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed in all 50 states. Today's topic is your principal protection trifecta. Yes, trifecta. That means three to all you people in North Kakalaki, where I'm from. That's North Carolina. I can say that because I'm from rural America. But what am I talking about? I'm talking about right now in volatile times, and there's always going to be volatile times, nod your head. But I mean, there's pending wars at the time of this taping. There's inflation. There's market volatility. There's elections coming up. There's always elections coming up. And people that are retiring are tired of it. They're tired of the volatility. They're tired of ups and downs. I got a call today from a guy and he said, I'm just worn out. I've lost $300,000 in the markets in the last 100 days or so. And I'm just worn out. I'm looking for safety. Now, for the market mavens out there, they're going to say, well, if you just kept your money in the markets for the 13 days or the 7-day, whatever the number is, you would still make it. Listen, I get all that. I was with Dean Witter and Payne Weber and Morgan Stanley and UBS, did all that, did all the market stuff. I get it. But Stan, the Annuity Man, is all about contractual guarantees. It's all about what an annuity will do, not at what it might do. Or in this case, the trifecta of principal protection, what those products will do, not what they might do. Everything I'm looking at is will do. Now, 2 of the 3 products we're going to talk about today, I don't sell. I will never sell. And you say, wait a minute. I thought you'd be trifecting 3 annuities. No. What are the 3 products? CDs, certificates of deposit. I do not sell those. I will never sell those. Those are bank issued or brokerage issued. CDs. You give them the money, they protect the principal, you don't pay fees, and you can take out the interest if you want to. At the end of the term, you can do whatever you want with your money. That's one part. That's one product. Second product is multi-year guarantee annuities, the annuity industry version of a CD. You give the annuity, the life insurance company, the annuity company money. They protect your principal. They don't charge you any annual fees, no gotcha fees. You get a guaranteed annual interest rate, period, every single year. You have the ability to pull out the interest with most of these carriers. And at the end of the term, guess what? You can take all your money back, just like a CD. And the third part of the trifecta are treasuries. I don't sell treasuries. You can go to www.treasurydirect.gov, G-O-V, and buy them yourself. I just did a recent video called I-Bond No-Brainer. I-Bonds are no-brainers. The only problem with I-Bonds, which are treasuries, is the fact that you can't put a ton of money in it. I think the limitation is very low. Heck, if you could whack it with $100,000, $200,000, I'd say hit it, go all in. But that's your principal protection trifecta. That's safe money. That's when your principal never fluctuates. You never are charged a fee. You get a guaranteed interest rate. I mean, the difference, like MYGAs compared to CDs, multi-year guarantee annuities, in a non-IRA setting, the interest can grow and compound tax deferred. Doesn't make it better than CDs, but that's the difference. Now, MYGAs, CDs, all that can be put in Roths, IRAs, non-IRAs, etc. Treasuries are their own animal. Buy them direct. People say, well, are they safe? Well, if you're going to go down the conspiratorial rabbit hole and say, well, the United States government, X and Y and Z and the debt. I get it. I understand that. But I think personally, treasuries are the safest of the 3 because the government can tax and or confiscate our money to pay it. And guess what? They will. Okay. If you rank the 3, treasuries are number 1, safest on the planet. If you want to go down this conspiratorial rabbit hole, I guess I'll see you in the mountains of Idaho and we'll shoot a deer together. Because, people say, what happens? That goes belly up. Then me and you are in the local grocery store fighting for the cheap loaf bread. And I'm going to win because I'm going to punch you in the knee. Unless you hit me in the knee first, and then it's over and you win. The second one that's safest would be CDs. Why? FDIC. F means federal. Same thing as Treasury. They can tax or confiscate. And then brokerage type CDs, brokerage issue CDs, is under SIPC, Securities Investment Protection Corporation, I think that is. Safe, safe, safe. MYGAs are safe, but they're as safe as the claims paying ability of the issuing carrier. Yes, there are state guarantee funds. You can go look at that at www.nolhga.com, but your primary decision should be based on the claims paying ability of the multi-year guarantee annuity company. As I tell people all the time, when you buy MYGAs, the annuity industry version of a CD, we're not marrying them, we're dating them. What does that mean, Stan, in English? This is what it means. If we're buying a 3-year MYGA or a 5-year MYGA or a 7-year MYGA, my recommendation is based on the claims paying ability for that duration. It's not a lifetime income stream. If we're lifetime income stream, we're going to have really good paper, typically A+ or better if it's lifetime income stream, as long as you're breathing, even if you're on a ventilator. But when we're talking about principal protection, short-term paper like 2-year, 3-year, 4-year, 5-year, 7-year, whatever, even a 10-year MYGA, we're going to be looking and recommending based upon the claims paying ability for that term. Why? Because in most cases, at the end of that term, we're either going to be sending the money back to you or transferring it to another MYGA. In most cases, it's not the MYGA you came from, because these are commodity products. I just did a video about you need to retire from both your work and the markets. These 3 products, the trifecta of safety, which is CDs, treasuries, and MYGAs, the trifecta can get you there. No, this isn't Jimmy Carter interest rates where rates were 12 and 15 and 18 or whatever, where your granddad used to say, well, back in the day, I used to get 15% of my CDs. Yeah, that's not going to happen. But right now, at the time of this taping, interest rates are fair, and they're pretty chunky compared to what they used to be, and the bell doesn't ring at the top. So what I would tell you is, if, say, 5% at the time of this taping, most durations with MYGAs, you can get 5%. Most durations with treasuries or CDs, like 3 to 4 year CDs, they're giving good rates. So the question I have for you, if you could average 4% on all 3, and why do I put all 3 in there? Because number one, yes, I am Stan the Annuity Man. Yes, I am America's annuity agent. And yes, I do sell annuities and more than anyone in the world. But you can't have all your money in annuities. Nod your head. Can we get an annuity hallelujah on that? Hallelujah. You can't. You can't put all your money there. So you have to spread it around. But if you could get that 4% or 4.5% in combination with they're getting 5+ with the MYGAs, can you live off that and not touch the principal? Can you? Do the math. Do you really need to be in the markets when you do that math? If you combine that with what your current income floor is, which is Social Security, a pension if you're so fortunate, if you have a legacy portfolio of dividend stocks that you're never going to sell, but they're kicking off a dividend, what's that income stream coming in? Rental houses, things like that, side hustle. If you're selling popcorn at the fair, whatever, you're making money on the side, right? But the point is, can you live off the principal? Take all of your investable assets. I'd say car and guitars and all that stuff. No, none of that. House, car, guitar, no. Investable assets. Take the total, then multiply it by 4, 4.5, or 5%. Can you live off that? Can you? Because if you can, then why are you doing all this other nonsense? Play the trifecta. People say, well, trifecta is like gambling, right? I go to the dog tracks and I got a trifecta going. Or I bet the football game's a trifecta. This trifecta, you're going to win every single time. This trifecta, you bet this, it isn't a bet. This trifecta is a contractual guarantee. CDs, contractual guarantees. Treasuries, contractual guarantees. Multi-year guarantee annuities, contractual guarantees. Will do, not might do. You're owning these because of what they will do, not what they might do. They will do the yield. You're buying the yield. The yield is contractual. Can you live off those contractual guarantees? Can you miss out on the next Tesla or Apple or Bitcoin or whatever? Do you have the capacity to do that? Do you have the maturity to go to the cocktail party and go, yeah, I'm in the trifecta. I'm investing in the trifecta. I'm doing trifecta financial planning. What's that? Treasuries, CDs, and MYGAs. I'm just peeling off the interest and living off that. And the principal's never touched. Talk about legacy. That's legacy. Talk about safety. That's safety. Talk about something you can sell to your spouse who doesn't give a crap about the markets, and every time it goes down, they're elbowing you in the rib and going, why are we there? Why are we doing that? Why are we losing? Why are we with that advisor? How about having that conversation with them? Go, you know what? We're going to take our X amount of money and just live off the interest and never touch the principal. My spouse loves that strategy. That's all we do. I drink the Kool-Aid because I've come to the conclusion that making more money in the markets isn't going to change my life. Is it going to change yours? Think about it. You're going to eat differently, dress differently, drive differently. Are you? Really? And even if you are, you could afford it by just peeling off the interest. So I want you to think about the trifecta of safety, the trifecta of principal protection, the trifecta of guaranteed interest, the trifecta of no fees, the trifecta of will do, not might do, the trifecta of principal protection and safety, treasuries, CDs, and multi-year guarantee annuities. You might have just found the portfolio that you're looking for. Now, we want to handle those MYGAs for you, but you can get CDs and you can get treasuries from just about anywhere. treasurydirect.gov, bankrate.com. I have no affiliation with either, except for the treasuries. I pay a lot of taxes. But go to theannuityman.com and pull up our live feed of MIGA rates, the trifecta of principal protection. I hope that I'm making you think, because let's think differently. Let's solve things differently. Let's solve things contractually. My name is Stan, the Annuity Man, and that's shooting it straight. See you next time.